heard the craziest story, and I need to know if it's true, because sometimes the rumor mill, well, it's lies. Did police break into your house for any crazy circumstance? Is this true?
Yeah.
Tell them. This is the most insane story.
This is an insane story, yeah. So basically, I shot a movie 2 years ago called The Balconettes, and went to Cannes. Super great, like super rewarding. And in the movie, I get, spoiler alert, I get like pushed from a balcony and impaled on a photo stick or something. And so in order to shoot that scene with my dead body for like a couple of weeks, we needed to recreate me as a wax doll from Madame Tussauds, like the same. So there was a hair specialist, skin specialist. So if you have like anything you don't like about yourself, don't do it, because like they're just to like examine you and like reproduce you, and then you see yourself for the first time. And so that doll we used went into storage, and a month ago, production called me and they were like, "Hey, listen, we've been like, holding on to this thing, and it's scaring off every every person in the office. Do you want to get it back? We're going to destroy it." And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. Like, how often
do you get? Don't destroy me. Yeah.
Do you get like it's not even egotistical. It's like how often do you get like a double of you made?" And I was like, "I'm sure I can do something with it, and it's almost Halloween. I can drop it in the sand and let it, And yeah, weird.
That's not weird. That's awesome.
I know, but it was like it's my face on it, so maybe they will know where it comes from. And and I kind of stored it near my entrance. And I was having like a Japanese lessons, and this lovely woman comes to my place, and we have a conversation for 2 hours. And as she's leaving, we say bye, and she's holding a shoe, and she goes, "Ah!" And she starts like going down the stairs, like falls, like with her shoes in her hands, and like disappears into the sunset. And I'm like, what have I done? And so I just forget about it, because that's something you forget about, a double of yourself in your. And I go to bed, and at 3 a.m. we knock on the door, and I open the door, and like 4 police officers with the guns out, and they push me against the wall, like handcuff me. They're like, "Oh my God, oh my God!" And I hear like murder, murder, like dead body, and I'm like, what's going on? And so they just went inside.
This is the craziest story.
I know. Like, but you should never have a double of yourself anywhere.
So they find it.
No,
they don't?
Thank God there was a woman, and there were 5 of them, and one of them said, "The body's still warm." And I remember that, and I was like, "Oh my God, the police!" And the woman came inside, and I was like, "Oh no, please, I think I understand what it is. It's a fake. It's me. Look, it's the same face. Like it's." And she went inside. She was like, "Guys, come on." And I was like, still handcuffed against the wall, and they just left. Like they almost forgot to uncuff. And
your house was broken into by policemen, and you were handcuffed because of this. This is insane.
I was like, I'm in the movie industry. That's what I do. And it was so scary. So I was shaking in my bed, and I wanted to get rid of it the next day. And so I called friends, and we carried it outside of the building with a blanket on it.
Sure.
Put it in the truck, and by the time we closed the truck, like 10 police cars arrived. I was like, "Oh, what is it again?" And so basically, someone called from the street saying like they're kidnapping someone against his will. And
your neighborhood watchman, they are on it.
I was like, I feel so,
safe.
Just actors.
Oh my gosh. One decision, you said yes to taking it home, and look what happened. That's the funniest story. Have you talked to the woman again? Did she ever come back?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, you're like, "I am not a murderer."
But the reaction, I was scared too. She was like,
can you imagine? She thought you were a serial killer. Yeah.
Yeah, for a second I was like, she thought I had like dead body impaled in my bathroom.
Yes.
Like, who does that? I would hide it better, I feel like.
I know, but if someone was so bold, that's even scarier.
It's like, I don't care.
It's just like hanging out.
This is me.
Oh my God, you are incredibly funny.